Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Faceless Strategist, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. The last episode, we have uncovered another conspiracy. This time, it's happening right in front of our eyes. My God, Kenji, if you could only see the scheme unfolding. What do you need a partner for anyway? It's easier to keep up a workout if you're not the only one doing it. Isn't that obvious? You're less likely to quit if someone else is counting on you to be there, right? I see, and this won't only keep you running, but make sure that I keep running as well. Meaning that I'll be obeying the nurse. And I'll be keeping an eye on you, just like you asked. You're caught on quick, you saw. And if I refuse? I have no intention of refusing, of course, but I got to at least put up a token of resistance to such a masterfully executed plan. Well, if you refused, I'd have to pout. And you'd have to live with being the guy who made Emi Ibarazaki pout. You don't want that on your conscience, do you? As if the next time he begins pouting. It's the most adorable, heart-wrenching thing I've ever seen. Okay, I'll do it, just don't do that. I feel like I just hit a puppy. So it's alright, you are going to be my running partner. Follow the workout and the dietary plan. Dietary plan? Yeah, the dietary plan. You got to eat healthy if you're going to get in shape, you know. Same with workout routine closely. I don't see a dietary plan on here. Alright, I forgot to give that to you. Another compo sheet of paper is produced and handed over. It's somewhat less detailed. Hey, the nurse helped me come up with it. The amount of dedication that the nurse has to keep him in good health is pretty overwhelming. I know many school nurses who would get one of their students to spam me much less help come up with a dietary plan. Then again, I guess I'm not in a normal school. Well, yeah. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. Then again, this dietary plan is to cut out just about everything that will be offered at the festival tomorrow. So when does the running start? After the festival. Right after, what if I had something to eat there? Get a stomachache, you know. I meant the day after the festival. I knew that. Wasn't there something we were supposed to be doing? Oh, I guess we should get the pen for in, huh? Oh no, it slipped my mind. By the time I get the pen, get back to the mirror, it's already wandered off. Ah, well. Emmy and I both set apart ways there, leaving the plate on the ground. Rain will find it whenever she comes back anyway. Festival tomorrow, I'm actually a little excited for it. At the same time, the week's left me feeling pretty tired, so I read a little and then go to bed. The next day I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine since it's Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday though, but a festival as well. From a window I already see some people at the soba booth slinging noodles onto plates for people with a craving for low quality foods. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. There will be few exams in the coming weeks, but I don't consider this as ominous as others. So I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligation regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit into the hallway, intending to go out and find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decided to see what Kenji's up to today out of impulse. I'm curious if he has any plans since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room, or possibly something like a fort, complete with no girls allowed sign. And with the girls crossed out and body crudely scrolled underneath it. Knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear again the assailant clicking over list 10 locks. Being pulled back, the door opens up a crack. Who is it? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. Oh, it's you, damn, it's early. It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing, we're just gonna ask what you're gonna do today. Half the school is out there already. Out where? Why? What? Is today special? Why are they there? Who are? I can hear them, it's loud, don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? He said, looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? Yeah, I guess you can see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. What the hell are you talking about? I have my curtains closed at all times to throw the snipers. Ah, it's the festival, you know that, right? Oh shit, it's today. Damn it. I can't believe I forgot I don't have my fourth finished yet. This is bad. This is going to be a very bad day. It's a good you told me this, man. This is going to be a bad day. Why? Oh man, they're going to be everywhere. The people outside my window socializing. Gadget his temples nervously, suddenly looking very ill. It's going to be loud as hell, damn, and I was going to go out today, but now it's ruined, everything is ruined. This is awful, this sucks. What the hell, this really sucks, I can't go anywhere now, there's nowhere to run. Genji seems nervous, you could even say he's majorly freaking out. I can't believe this, that's what today was, damn, and I couldn't even prepare for it. Couldn't even brace myself when I was here, and I can't do anything. You should have told me this earlier, that I mean, at least I know, but if we were known earlier, imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry, I thought you knew, so I guess you're not going to do anything today. Weather is even good. Yesterday was really windy, so today will be cold. It's not though, so there's no reason to just stay inside. Hey, you should check the festival out. Genji goes and covers his face with his hands. Ah, no, I can't do it. They'll leave me alive out there and know it. There has to be a joke, but he said it with such a straight face, relatively straight. What are you going to do? We should hang out in here. You can help me build my fort. We might still make it if we work together. Well, I'm kinda hungry, but I made this deal that... Ah, hold on, I have something in my eye. But I made this deal that I try to take better care of myself, be healthier, you know. Don't know if I should stay clear of the takoyaki or head straight in. The deal sounds ominous, so what are you getting in return? Nothing, I guess? It's not that kind of deal. You know Emmy from a year, we kinda agree to watch each other's backs and... Aye! She's screaming at the expression of object terror in Keiji's face chill my blood. It's as if I told the Catholic priest I sold myself to the devil. Her, you sold your soul to the devil and didn't get anything in return. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Do you know who you are dealing with? She's a public health danger. Do you know how many people she sends to the hospital monthly with her carefully placed flying tackles? She's one of them, a key player in the vast conspiracy that aims for the complete submission of everything that is manly. Can't believe what I'm hearing. I trusted you. Trust in your judgment, man. I thought we were brothers. You have to call it out before it's too late. This festival, too, is just one of their ploys. He fingers his scarf nervously past and past like he's trying to start a fire. Then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes running its course. Then I have to find some place to hide in, a safe haven, and then knock the lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this horrible day. It's the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. Don't go to the festival. Okay. Later, dude. The door slowly closes with a low creak. I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said. It's kind of unsettling, and now I start to feel doubtful myself. Should I bother going? I got a book I've been meaning to read. It's something about an underground postal system that may or may not exist. It's short too. I could have finished it in a day, but would that be a good way to spend my time? Well, yeah, it definitely would be, but I suppose that it would probably be a better idea to head outside. See, the festival I need to give it all the other sideshow acts. Honestly, I should at least make an attempt to keep up the somewhat friendly personality I've had the past week. Maybe get something to eat, my stomach suggests. It's almost lunchtime, I could at least grab something from one of the stalls outside. I'm soon outside, surrounded by various students and people who may or may not be their parents. Every so often I catch a glimpse of someone who just came up from town to the promise of our festival. It's easy to spot the ones who can't stop staring, and behind their eyes you can tell they're thinking, now what's wrong with this one? I almost want to yell at them, but at the same time, can I deny that I've been doing the same thing all week? I may have something that disgust sweeps over me. Good for my own narrow-mindedness. Forced to watch aside, concentrating on the pangs of hunger that burn my guts like a wildfire. The scent of something fried leads me to the promised land, where I can get some lunch. AJ's getting my order when a loud voice interrupts me. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Having lunch? Breakfast? You mean you just got up? Suddenly sleeping on one feels like a crime. No, I meant lunch, honest. She's not buying it. Brunch? That's not a healthy breakfast at all. She snatches my food out of my hand and glares at me. What the hell is this girl doing? Hey, that's my breakfast. What happened to it being your lunch? That's my whatever, it's my food. Puts her hands on her hips and begins lecturing me. Did you really forget your dietary plan already? You need to be more conscious of your health, I sound. What about your heart? My heart's fine the way it is, mostly. All I get in this process is all of the ice. I doubt that. You wouldn't be here if that was the case, would you? The girl's got a point, of course. But I'm not about to concede it. It's not that bad of a heart. It certainly can handle the grease now and again. Yeah, sure, it's a little running just fine too. MC is unconvinced, not surprising, I haven't managed to convince myself. Maybe, but not if you're sleeping the day away all the time. A David floats something across your face. Of course, you've been following a routine from the beginning, you wouldn't be in this situation. Yeah, I had plenty eventful week, you know. For example, I almost died. There was a lot of meeting people, and then I was on a roof for a while. Usually no excuse for slacking off, you know. A little near-death experience, no excuse for skipping basic exercise. Like running in the morning. She knows that something important has just been decided. So I settled then. You've seen the other ways and you're willing to adhere to my routine, right? See you bright and early in the morning. We'll be running buddies. You know, you've already convinced me yesterday this was a good idea. Don't need to convince me again. Not that I did a good job of being convinced. She's right about eating healthy after all, and here I am ordering of 7 degrees to Laurelstein and healthy, but delicious. There are more important things than deliciousness, aren't there? Saying alive? I doubt that. Anyone see a problem between me for apologies? I probably. Hey, wait a second. So that question springs to mind. Hey, why have you taken such an interest in my well-being? Amy shrugs and grins at me. You're the new guy. What does that have to do with anything? Are you crushing on me? Is that the point? Is that what you're doing? You guys don't have any friends yet, right? Besides, I've caused you trouble all week, right? Are you for not getting angry? And I told her I would anyway. Haha, crazy little running girl wants to make me healthy. Well, I suppose there are worse fates. Okay, that sounds fine. Thank you for your concerns. Tomorrow morning, then. With the ends of conversation, so I turn to live. Not so fast. I feel a hand on my collar, and in a second I've been yanked backwards. Hey, no need to be so rough. What do you want now? I was also wounded by my knowing catch. Thought you could use the company. Her eyes narrow. Besides, you were just going to try sneak some more of that fried crap, weren't you? Well, I wasn't going to, but now that she mentioned that would have been a really good idea. I was not. Another glare? Okay, maybe we're going to get a little. The glare continues. Okay, a lot. Jesus, I'm a danger to myself and others, aren't I? I get down again that I need to be healthy, and then immediately start considering an extra healthy habit that goes my way. That sounds like me. And yet, you can be trusted. Now I definitely have to stick with you. The whole situation feels silly. I can only imagine what the passerbys think of the sight of me being lectured by tiny doll half my size. Maybe I should just give up for now. Fine, do what you like. I say I might as well make the best of this. What do you want to do? Oh, my balls. Let me think for a minute. Well, I promised you to stop by her mural, so let's do that. I confess I'm slightly curious as to how her mural turned out myself. So again, I consider there are worse fates. I give a nod and I was sent to find myself on a giant bodily through the crowd as Amy races to her destination. By the time we reach the domes, I can feel my heart pounding. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. I take a few deep breaths, feeling myself to calm down. I'm one of the most normal looking people in the school, but I still have to be here. Sometimes I almost wish I'd lost a hand or something. At least then it'd be obvious that I belong. But instead, I don't even look sick. Even now, I'm trying to catch my breath. I just look like a chef. And looks back and notices my state of distress. And I'm going to die on me. Please don't. It'll be all my fault, and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after the last time, I really don't think I need to see that again, especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault. Nah, I'm fine. Guess I need to start running after all. And you wanted to keep eating your greasy whatever it was. See, it's a good thing I found you, right? Yes, it was. Maybe. Of course, knowing that I wouldn't be the if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further interactions with the sudden appearance of Rin. Oh, it's you. Hello, Amy. Hey, Rin, I brought you so long because he was going to give himself a heart attack. I was not. My objection goes unnoticed. We still had to see how the mural turned out. You know, slowly. Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly. But I'm wondering how long Rin has been standing here in front of the mural. Has anyone even stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously, we're not the first one to see it, of course. When it's pretty big, you'd be hard-pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anyone's actually talked to Rin about it. Anyone but us did this, I feel compelled to say something. It looks pretty good. Still not happy with how it turned out, but I guess it'll do. She seems almost resigned to it. I'm not sure what she expected as a result, but I guess she didn't quite get there. Well, the mural taking it all in. Try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's actually fairly interesting. The colors swap and blend together, dragging me along with them. There's a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me almost feel sleepy. Try hunting out some of the colors Emmy and I grabbed for her. Try as I might, I can't see any Prussian blue. Oh well. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Feet start to hurt, but Rin doesn't seem inclined to move on. Emmy speaks up. Hey Rin, have you eaten? Of course, you can survive otherwise. What about in the past 5 hours? Maybe when I'm hungry again, so maybe that means I'm wrong. Amy gives her cups her hands together. Good, come get some food with us. Rin nods innocent. Like about we should hurry before they notice I'm gone. Somehow I don't think they'd care, whoever they are. I bet the food doesn't cast an eye over the fried food. No, I better not. I'm pretty sure Amy wouldn't let me anyway. You find a nice spot on the grass and sit down to eat our purchases. Well, my purchases anyway. Somehow I ended up paying for all the food. Surprisingly, my fried food is pretty good. So I suppose Amy and I eat, and Rin stares at something or other, occasionally eating a bite or two of her food. Finish my meal first and lay back on the grass. Amy glances up from her food. Tired yourself? A little, I guess. Well, don't oversleep or anything tomorrow morning. We start our morning runs, remember? Actually, this slipped my mind. I was actually just enjoying myself. Wandering around the festival with these two has actually been fun. Yeah, I'll set an alarm. You better be there. I'll get angry if you aren't. God forbid. I don't think God comes into it, unless there's some kind of freak accident in your line cock shorts out. That might be a random act of God. Well, don't cause any random acts of God then. Plan forms itself in my mind. It's a plan that makes me feel kind of guilty, but I throw it into execution anyways. Damn it, I've earned a little fried food. And anyway, I'm going to start running tomorrow, right? So the actual routine all starts then, not now. Ergo, the dietary portion starts tomorrow too. Ergo, I can have something unhealthy today. So the final farewell to all the stuff I used to eat with abandoned before the hospital. Actually, I suppose I should head back to my room. I had some homework to do, and if I'm going to run in the morning, I should make it an early night. Those narrowed eyes again. You sure you're not just going to sneak off and buy some of that fried stuff over there? Nah, I'm too full to bother now. Pat my stomach for emphasis. Besides, you two have cleaned me out anyway. Amy giggles. It's surprisingly pleasant and another pang of guilt. She's got another line to her, doesn't she? Or is she just that trusting? I kinda feel like a monster. All part of my master plan, he saw. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning then. Thanks for the food and for keeping us company. Here, I thought she was doing me a favor. We're not in agreement. I won't say see you tomorrow because that would be like predicting the future. And I'm pretty sure I can do that. Okay, bye you two. I feel oddly glad I decided to leave my room today. Not a bad way to start my second week here, I suppose. Once I'm sure what I understand said, make a basin for the food stands and buy some cake. This is not fried, that's slightly better than what I was planning to do. Still feel a little bad about lying to Emmy, though. She really does seem concerned about my health. I make it up to her somehow, but I head back to my room. Hey, I do have work to do. My book waits for me and I flop onto my bed and read through the firework display. Eventually, all the walking around, the more accurately running around, catches up with me. I really am out of shape. Emmy dragging me out in the morning to run might just be a good thing after all. It's something to look forward to. That's us. Act 2 form. Hmm. My alarm's beeping shatters the early morning quiet, and I find myself wondering where to find the motivation to rise. Class is still quite far off, but I agree to run with them in the mornings. Really, I'm not that interested in running as a hobby or even as a possible life lengthening exercise. However, I feel obligated to follow through on my promise to Emmy yesterday, which is why I find myself throwing on some running sports and a light t shirt. The cool morning air caresses my face as the morning sunshine causes the dew on the grass to sparkle, nearly blinding me at first. As I make my way down to the track, an ugly thought strikes me. What if this is some sort of joke that Emmy is playing on me? Would that surprise me, really? Hell, I'd probably do it to the new guy, too. At the very least, I'm sure Emmy Reed made a bet on whether or not I'd actually show up. I feel a sense of trepidation as the track comes into view. Oh my eye. You're late. Ever since Emmy's already there, what a relief. I couldn't give my watch. We both are early, in fact. Damn, you got me there. Amy sitting on the bleachers, decked out in her running gear, waiting somewhat patiently for me. I'm glad you're actually here. I was afraid that this was a joke or something. No, make someone get up early for nothing. Plus, he knows me 500 yen now. She didn't think I'd actually show up. I knew it. Nice to know Amy was on my side, at least. Amy hops off the bleachers and begins stretching out. She's remarkably lithe, almost like a dancer. I set out to stretch as well, but then realized I don't actually remember how to scratch properly. It's been ages since I scratched for anything, if you don't count my one stint at running last week. And even then, I don't think I actually scratched beforehand. The specter of my long hospital stay rises up again. Can't say I was all that active before the hospital stay though, so maybe I'm just being morose. Amy giggles as she watches me stretch out. No, Hisa, you got to hold it for longer than that. I'm trying, kinda hurts a little. Ah, that's because you're out of shape, you gotta get some flexibility, and you like this. This damn 7 reaches down and puts her head through her legs. God bless you, Emmy. I see, is that sort of thing I should strive for? Of course, flexibility is important for any runner, you'll be able to get faster the more you stretch out. That makes no sense to me, but Tammy seems to believe it's true. With Tammy's help, I managed to scratch myself out properly. Can't help but notice that when she thinks about how to explain things to me, her mouth scrunches up in concentration. It's adorable. Now, Becky, so come on, we better start running. We'll start off with just a mile, okay? That's 4 laps around the track. Got it? That sounds fine to me. It shouldn't be too hard, right? Hazy memory of running a mile for gym class surfaces in my mind. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Amy sets a pretty good pace and I fall in behind her. Try to keep up, okay, Kiso? Roger. Around the first curve without incident though, I can already feel my heart rate increasing slightly. By the second curve, I started to breathe through my mouth. Amy doesn't even seem to be breaking a sweat. As if to punctuate her superiority, she turns around and starts running backwards. Are you doing okay, Kiso? Never better. Oh really, maybe I should speed it up then, Oh no, wouldn't want you to overexert yourself. My heavy panting and busy makes the statement less convincing than I'd hope. Amy smiles and simply turns around again. You're the boss, so will stay at this pace. I get the feeling that I'm being mocked. If I weren't in such terrible shape, I would feel offended. By the third lap, my breath is coming in a ragged gasp. I'm also ovish in my own sweat. Gross. Around the curve, the start of her 4th lap, Amy looks back at me with a grin. Here we go. She takes off at a blinding speed while I stubbornly stick to my slower pace. By the time I get to the first turn, she's already running the second. As I struggle across the back stretch, Amy continues running, catches up to me. Come on, it's all you can do it. I'd answer her, but I'm too focused on getting air into my lungs and ignoring the burning in my leg muscles. Part of me wants to say something like, maybe you can, but I'm about to die here. But again, I doubt I can actually form words right now. Amy gives face with me as I run the second turn across the finish line. Her spin seems to have gotten her sweating. It's actually caused her shirt to turn slightly translucent since she wears a black sports bra. feel a vague stab of guilt for being the sort of guy who stares at girls' chest, but my legs and chest are burning so bad I can't bring myself to care that much. Not bad for the first half of this, so yeah, I kind of to say so. Amy seems to be, if not out of breath, at least breathing a little more heavily than she was before we started running. Must have been the sprint that did it. Hey, I got to get a few sprints in. You should walk around the track to cool down. Then we can stretch out and we'll be all done. Okay? Sounds great. My legs are on fire and my breathing is still heavy, but surprisingly my heart seems to be taking the strain well. Another triumph of medical science, I suppose. You should put your hands behind your head. It makes it easier to catch your breath. Surprisingly, she's right. I begin to stroll around the track, happy to feel my breath coming back to me. There's a poor time it spins by me. Watching her is absolutely fascinating. It's not just because she's empathetic, though, that is interesting. The interesting is the way her face changes. I can only catch glimpses of it as she runs by, but her eyes seem to come alive with a sort of fierce joy. It's as if there's nothing else in the world but her and the track. By the time I got into the final stretch, Amy seems to have finished her sprinting. She's breathing heavily now, but she's wearing a satisfied grin on her face. She waves to me cheerily as I near her. Feeling better, right? Actually, yeah. Do you want to take another lap around with me? I got to cool down too, you know. Part of me would rather sit down and not move, but something tells me that would be a bad idea. Besides, if I sit down, there may be no getting back up again. Oh man. Sure, why not? Amy's got her hands behind her head now as well, which makes her seem very relaxed. The positioning of her arms also pulls her shirt upwards ever so slightly so that I can see a small strip of her belly. Do my best to act the gentleman and not look, but the contrast of her skin against her red running shorts is rather arresting. So how do you feel yourself? Surprisingly good actually. I'm sore and tired, but surprisingly good. So as I said earlier, that is true. Sure, part of me wants to lay down and die, but I feel like I've accomplished something. It's almost like a glow throughout my body that persists despite the soreness. Yeah, that's the runner's high. Runner's high. Yeah, it has something to do with adrenaline. Amy thinks for a moment as we walk, trying to remember. Then she shrugs and grins at me. I don't actually remember, it's a good feeling though, isn't it? Better than sex, right? I open my mouth to respond shortly before processing what she just said. Amy watches my face for a few minutes before bursting into laughter. Sorry, gonna resist you just too easy. Why did I agree to run with you again? Amy just laughs harder. She takes a hold of my forearm and tilts it, allowing her to get a better view of my watch. Her face changes the moment she sees the time. Oh no, we better get a move on this. So, class is in an hour and I need to shower. I should probably do that as well. I need to see the nurse too. Maybe he'll write me a note for being late. What? Why do you need to see the nurse? Amy pops to a prosthetic that will explain everything. But to check for irritation, you know, from sweat or friction or anything. I'm gonna only go after Pattis, but we're going to be doing these morning runs, and I guess I'll see him twice a day. Hey Sammy, he's only started doing these runs since I showed up. If it's more convenient for you to run with me at a later time, don't be silly, I've been meaning to start running in the morning for a while now, but I didn't have a partner to run with. I'd be less likely to keep up a routine. It's always harder to blow off a commitment if you're going to let someone else down, you know? Not really. So we're running for the mornings. We both need the exercise, so it all works out, don't you think? Yeah, perfect. Did it have to be me, though? Well, I guess I can't complain too much. It's pretty fun to hang out with. Yeah, she's right, I don't need the exercise, doctor's orders even. Anyway, it's a great goodbye to me. Right, I'm off, come have lunch with us, okay? What? Lunch, you know, the meal in the middle of the day, come have it with us. Where? The rooftop friend likes it up there. When? Lunchtime, when else? That was a silly question. Yeah, but I sort of felt the need to ask all three for completeness sake. Amy laughs and goes, I don't think I've ever seen a girl smile so much before. Not bad yourself, see ya. But then she takes off like a shot for the school building. I guess she's going to see the nurse first. Hurry back to my room, hop in the shower and find that the water takes a while to heat up. The shock of the cold water nearly kills me. I managed to warm the water a bit and spend some quality time feeling my muscles loosen. My heart surprisingly feels the least bothered by the run. I suppose that's a good thing, even though it does make me feel like a bit of a wuss. I mean, at least I'd have an excuse beyond I'm out of shape if my heart were bothering me. Guess I'll have to keep this studying thing up, otherwise I'm sure Amy won't let me hear the end of it. It's only after I get out, enjoy myself out, I realize there's only 10 minutes left to put my clothes on and get to class. Crap. The ends of the clock finally set me free from the tedium of yet another fun-filled class. Okay, might as well just go ahead and put the save.